What is up? It's your boy JNW Boss in the building. We are back here for another episode of All Out Action Wrestling, just about 2 episodes away from the Breaking Boundary pay-per-view. We are right here in Omaha, Nebraska. Let's get this show on and popping. First, let's run down some of the matches in our co-main event. It will be A2J one-on-one with Mac Wolf. We heard A2J mention on episode 60 or 61 that he feels confident that he can beat Dave and Mac Wolf at Breaking Boundary, but tonight he gets the chance to go one-on-one with Mac Wolf in our co-main event. So can A2J prove himself correct? We'll find out. And then Johnny River one-on-one with Tyson Young. Johnny River will be next in line for the World Championship. But hey, just because you're next in line for the world title doesn't mean that you get to sleep on anyone. And I believe that Tyson Young got the chance to really make an impact, to really make himself known here in All Out Action. So the question is, can Tyson Young get the job done against Johnny River? And then coming up next will be our opening matchup for the evening. Sean Wright one-on-one with James Black. Sean Wright's looking to face Adrian Oakley at Breaking Boundary, but he has to go through James Black. Can Sean Wright pick up the win? Or will James Black pick up a win himself as his first win back in All Out Action? Let's get it on and pop in Nebraska. Get ready. All right, looking good. Sean Wright is ready to get this one started. Gotta be wondering what's going through his mind, especially as mentioned, this week's out before Breaking Boundary, but you gotta get through James Black first. Our opening contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Seattle, Washington, weighing in at 215 pounds, the Nightmare, Sean Wright. Well, Sean Wright has been really kind of on a mission to find himself and to really get his career back on track. His downhill spiral kind of started thanks to Adrian Oakley costing him the All-Star Championship in a ladder match, which he got physically involved, allowing Arthur Wallace to get the win there. But ever since then, Sean has admitted that his emotions haven't been all the way there. Picked up a win against James, his opponent from Dayton, Ohio, weighing in at 229 pounds, James Black. I was saying Sean Wright was able to pick up a win over Jason Wells last week. But let's see how he does against James Black, against somebody who's recently returned to All Out Action. Had a chance to go one-on-one with the world champion Dave. Unfortunately fell short there. And we're going to see how he does tonight against Sean Wright. And James Black has been, he's been trying to prove that he's a changed man. He's trying to prove, not just to himself, I'm sure he feels it, but he's been trying to prove to the entire world that he's a changed man. He's been talking with Mac Wolf. He's apologized for all of his actions over the past couple of months. But I guess the question is, if you're Black, do you really think Max is going to be okay with that? You know what I'm saying? Do you really think Max is going to be all right with that? But nonetheless, that's a question that's going to be answered for a different day as this matchup gets underway. Hello, I would like to welcome you guys to another edition of All Out Action. Again, as I mentioned before, we're about 2 episodes away from the Breaking Boundary pay-per-view. So, of course, the following will be the 2-night action draft. More rules and details of that will be explained as we get closer. So, of course, at any point during this episode, you feel so inclined, feel free to click the like, comment, and subscribe, and also click the bell icon. That way you don't miss another upload. And look at this right now, James Black starting off pretty good. Against Sean Wright, getting that chain wrestling going. Throwing Sean a little bit off his game, taking him out of his element a bit. Sean is usually that striking, usually in for the, for the striking aspect. Really good with a combination. But right now, so far, he has not been able to get the better of James Black, and we get a clean break from these two gentlemen. All right, the former AOA All-Star champion. James Black, a former AOA United States champion, actually beating his former friend Mac Wolf to get that championship back in Armageddon. Now Black has got to feeling it a bit here, and Sean tried to leap, got a bit too frisky for himself. And James Black instantly countered several strikes right into the knee. And now Black with the forearm. James Black, ever since returning to All Out Action, as I mentioned before, made his intentions known to Mac Wolf that he is a changed man. That the encounter that he went through back at next level with that I Quit match really opened his eye to the person that James Black has become. And if you hear from the crowd here in Nebraska, there are some that, oh man, you may argue don't believe that James Black is a changed man. And admittedly, I haven't seen enough from him to indicate that either. He clearly still got that arrogance. We're seeing that right here. James Black still showing that vision. That's a given, and you can argue that's just because of being inside of a professional wrestling ring. Especially if your goal to win. And wait a second, look at this. Oh man! And I think the goal of Black right there is to cause further damage to Sean Wright. Goodness. Hitting him with that back suplex right on the apron. Gonna get him back on the inside here. Right forearm. Ooh. Backstabber right there. Immediately going for the cover. Not a bad move. Off of that back suplex on the apron, but Sean is able to kick out. And Black and now absolutely just battering Sean Wright. Sean Wright has been really on the back foot here in this matchup. Black had the advantage with the chain wrestling. He then kind of kept Sean at a distance, countered some of his initial striking attempt, and ever since then, this has been in the wheelhouse of James Black, and I'm sure the back of Sean is still a target to James Black, especially after getting it rammed right into that barricade. Wow, kick to the side of the head. I don't know what Sean needs to do, but Sean needs to turn this one around quick. Sean needs to turn this match around as soon as possible here. Because if you are Sean Wright, you want to go into a pay-per-view with momentum. You don't want to go into a pay-per-view with losses to your resume. And look at this, he might be a step. Oh man! Black tried to go high risk, but his leg and knee buckled on impact, and Sean was able to sidestep, and that allowed for Shawn to be able to take the advantage, slap across the face. And now Shawn striking away at Black here. Finally, Shawn is able to turn this one around. Look at that. Spin kick right to the spine. And look at this. Takes them up and drops them down. Excellent work on the part of Shawn. And ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, we actually will be hearing from Mr. Austin Wallace, because apparently he got something that he wants to get off his chest here. Oh, goodness. And Shawn Wright definitely got a history with Mr. Austin Wallace, I can promise you that much. And then talking about, oh, wait a second. Wait a minute, going for a cover. He might have it right here. Man. Look at it, too. And I was going to say, Shawn Wright, when he became the All-Star champion, he beat Austin Wallace, ending the long reign of Austin Wallace as champion. So I wonder what the world is going to be on the mind of Mr. Austin Wallace. We'll hear from him in just a moment. We also have a women's tag team action, as well as Angelina Spear teamed with Carolyn Amber to face the team of the AOA Women's Champion Miss Wilcox and the AOR Women's Champion Carmen. That match is going to be coming up next after this one. And look at that. Oh, trying to go for a knee strike. And Shawn was able to counter. Look at that. Or Black was able to move out of the way. Shawn was able to counter right there. Oh! Look at him face down. And again, not to take away from these two. These two have been putting on an incredible contest here to kick us off. And we kick at it too again from Black. Now, I think Shawn is starting to really get it. I think Shawn is finally starting to get it. He's starting to, realize that, hey, he got to control himself inside this ring. He don't let what's going on outside of this ring, affect what you have to do. This is business. What you do inside this ring is business. What you do inside this ring is what you got to focus on. Yeah, you got to deal with Adrian Oxley at breaking boundaries. But for right now, you got to deal with James Black, who's just hammering away at Shawn. Sending Shawn off the rope. Here we go. Trying to go for a knee strike. Get that mess out of here. Look at that. Tornado DDT. Excellent work from Shawn. Tornado DDT, super effective. One of the most effective moves in Shawn's arsenal. Gonna go for a cover off of it, though. And they kick at it, too, once again on the part of Black. If you are James Black in this one, imagine what loss number 2 upon your return would mean for you and your career. Shawn trying to go for a drop kick to the knee. Great job on Black to dunk into the Michinoku driver, taking him down. Usually uses that to set up for the blackout, but instead going to go for the cover with it instead. And a kick out at 2 on the part of Shawn. I think both of these men are reaching the point now where they realize they gotta do what they can to end this one as soon as possible. They can't let the other hang in there too much longer, because it's either going to be bad news for them, or it's going to allow the other guy to get a comeback in this matchup. And Black, I think, is realizing it. And wait a second, he's going to go to the top rope again. He's so far 0 for 1 as far as top rope attempts go. Is he going to make it at least a 1-1 tonight? We're going to see. Attempt number 2 was a success and a heel kick. Excellent work there. Black is feeling it. And if you listen to this crowd here in Nebraska, as I mentioned before, they may not think that Black is a changed man. I mean, you hear some of this crowd booing Black. You hear some of this crowd booing this man. I mean, it's hard to sit there and ignore that. Great counter from Shawn. Oh, man. Great counter from Black to Shawn. I think Black might have him in trouble. Shawn. Black out. He's setting up for it. Oh, great counter. Great counter. Tornado DDT again from Shawn. Tornado DDT once again from Shawn. Shawn Wright got James Black in a world of trouble here. Silent Dream super kick. Picks him back up. Here we go. Nightmare Unleashed right on the top of his head. Nightmare Unleashed on the top of his head. Looking at Shawn. Great body positioning. And Shawn gets the win. What a contest between these two to kick off All Out action. And if we can take a look here. It was the clothing moments of Silent Dream super kick. Nightmare Unleashed. Bingo. Dumping him on the top of his head. And that, my friend, is a wrap for Mr. James Black. What an outing, though. Here's your winner, Sean Wright. Sean Wright doing what he can, picking up a win, and he's starting to get it. I'm going to say it again. Sean's starting to get it. We saw him pick up a win against Jason Wells, and now we see him pick up this win against James Black. So I hope if you're Adrian Oxley, you're paying very close attention to that, because this is the man that you're going to have to deal with. And admittedly, I think it was Adrian who kind of motivated Sean to do as well as he did. I think it was Adrian and his action and how he's been getting in Sean's head that motivated him. And while James Black is leaving this ring, and a little bit, with his head down in defeat, Sean is leaving with a smile on his face. A prop to him there. Man, what a win. What a win. What a great win for Sean. What a great night of all-out action we have still to come. And I think it's about... Yep. I'm going to keep my cool. Here comes Mr. Austin Wallace, the Level Up contract holder. The man who almost gave me a freaking heart attack last week because I thought we were just moments away from Austin Wallace cashing in that Level Up contract on the world champion. I thought that's what was about to happen, but thank goodness for whoever that mystery man was showing up once again. But we're probably going to hear Austin whine, cry, and complain about something. So what is it this week? Hello, for those that do not know who I am, my name is Austin Wallace. I am the A-list of All Out Action and the current Level Up contract holder. But I'm out here because I have a little bit of a problem, and that problem is with the lack of control here in All Out Action. What? Because last week I was about to come out here and talk to Dave man to man. I was going to help him to his feet and talk to him man to man about when can I challenge for this AOA World Championship. But immediately I was rudely interrupted by this masked assailant. I don't know who he is. I don't know why he's here. I don't even know if he's signed to this roster. But I need something to be done about that. But until then, Dave, let's continue what was going to be started last week. So, Dave, if you may, please make your way down to this ring, sir. Does he really think Dave is here? Did you not see the beating in that opening? Well, let me tell you something. Dave isn't here, I don't think. But here comes the man who will probably know of his whereabouts in Mr. Darren Tarleton. And what type of crap was Austin Wallace sitting there spewing? He was sitting there thinking he was going to come out here, pull Dave to his feet, and talk to him. Right. Like, yeah, that was about to happen. Get the frig out of here, man. Well, here comes Darren Tarleton, a man who just went through Hell in a Cell last episode with Dave, coming out victorious. And you see, of course, Darren wearing the wounds of war, but he clearly got something to say to Mr. Wallace here. Darren Tarleton, I don't know what the word you are doing out here. You know what? Mr. Bloomberg is right about you. You have absolutely no respect for anyone or yourself. This did not involve you. I called out Dave. So if you can, leave this ring right now so Dave and I can have a man-to-man conversation. You, Dave, man to man. I honestly don't see that. Honestly, I think of you two and I think of two punks. I think of two mama's boys. I think of two guys that gotta hide behind people in order to feel like they're tough and feel like they're worth something, especially you, Austin. Yep. So anything you gotta say about Dave, you can say to me because I'm the reason why he's not here. I'm the one that put him to the top of the Hell in a Cell last week and beat him 1, 2, 3 in the middle of this ring. You know what, Darren? I can see why people don't like you. I can see why people don't like you. You're so arrogant. You're so cocky. And honestly, Darren, I would entertain you on any other day. But tonight is not the night. I was wrongfully robbed last week, and I need somebody out here that is not you that can make this right. So I recommend you leave this ring before I end your career. Before you what? Before you what? You started stuttering midway through. Do you really feel confident in what you're going to say? Say it. Say it and watch me send your jaw flying into that 5th row.
Please do it.
That's what I thought. But you see, Austin, you want to get violent? I'm going to give you that chance. So how about tonight, you, me, in this main event? Make it happen, tough guy. You know what? You're on. Fine. You versus me, one-on-one in this main event. You are on. And let me tell you something. I'm going to take out every ounce of anger, every ounce of rage, every ounce of frustration on you because you are not in my... Oh, goodness. Well, if the answer was about to be league, you are clearly out your freaking mind. Darren knocking Wallen clean out. And Darren, Austin, main event tonight, I'm down for it. That is, if Austin can wake up. Thank you, Darren. Thank you. Much appreciated, man. Oh, crap. Mr. Bloomberg is back. Well, been a minute since I've seen your face around here. How you holding up? Don't you patronize me, Mr. Ezekiel. This is all your fault. You are the reason why I got these scars and stuff to this day. You are the reason that AOA is in the shape it's in because you hired lunatics like Darren. You should absolutely be ashamed of yourself. Wait a minute. Hold on. I need you to check yourself real fast, man. Because you were the one that went behind his back in the first place that started this beef between you and him. You were the one that got Dave in the spot that he's in, and you're the reason why Dave may not even be at 100% by the time Breaking Boundaries rolled around. So you might want to check yourself before you come talking to me like you crazy. Oh, I've had time to check myself. And I've checked myself long and hard in the mirror, and I realized things need to change. So if this type of chaos is going to continue, I'm going to have to step in. And you don't want me to do that. You got one more time for something to happen. And what you gonna do if it does? I want you to explain to me, Mr. Bloomberg, what are you going to do if it does? What, you gonna get another corporate puppet run around doing your bidding? You had Dave to do that and look what happened to him. What are you gonna do? What in the world are you really gonna do? Goodness gracious, between him, Wallace, and the following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied by Gloria Bass from the Altar of Society. Weighing in at 160 pounds, Carolyn Amber. Between Mr. Bloomberg, Wallace, and freaking Dave, what are y'all really gonna do? Austin, the part of them take action committed, hasn't took action on the dang gun thing since he stepped foot in this place. Dave is the world champion, but he's too much of a punk to do anything for real, and he got beat by Darren last week. And you, Mr. Bloomberg, we saw what happened to you, which is the reason why you didn't show up in the first place. Anyways, as we move on to tag team action here, of Carolyn Amber is going to be teaming with Angelina Spears to take on with Gloria Bass at ringside. All Out Revolution's Gloria Bass, so welcome to AOA, sweetheart. But she's going to team with Angelina Spears to take on the two women's champions, and Miss Wilcox and Carmen, because Carolyn has to face Miss Wilcox at Breaking Boundaries and Carmen for opening her mouth and running her mouth and saying some stuff about Carolyn. What a partner she has. And her partner from parts unknown, weighing in at 164 pounds, Angelina Spears. Angelina Spears, definitely not a bad partner as she was. A former AOA Women's Champion, and she was actually never defeated for that AOA Women's Championship as the women's division was disbanded before. Angelina lost the title, so, you know, it's a thing of who knows how long that championship reign would have lasted for Angelina. And I gotta say, ever since season 2 has began, Angelina has definitely, you know, she admittedly hasn't been doing as hot as she was during season 1. I mean, I'm willing to admit that Angelina, as great of a talent as she is, has not been doing, hitting that same stride as season 1. She did have a chance to become women's champion before, but thanks to Madison Phillips, that did not happen. And also thanks to Carolyn Amber, Madison Phillips is not going to be here for the foreseeable future, as on AOA episode 60, she kind of got tossed on her neck to the stage floor. So there is that too. But Angelina, of course, having history with Miss Wilcox, and to a certain extent been kind of allied in a sense with Carolyn, dealing with Miss Wilcox and Madison Phillips at the time. So these two kind of make a deadly alliance, and you can argue the same for the two women's champions. And here comes one of them right now. Introducing her opponent. First, from Montgomery, Alabama. Weighing in at 132 pounds, she is the current all-out action women's champion, Miss Wilcox. Miss Wilcox making her way down to the ring here. She will be accompanied by Carmen, the AOR women's champion. And at Breaking Boundaries, again, in just about 2 episodes' time, she will face Carolyn Amber one-on-one for that women's championship, as Miss Wilcox did beat Carolyn back at Next Level for this women's title. Again, thanks to some underhanded tactics by Madison Phillips. That's fact. We can all dispute that. She also beat Angelina, thanks to Madison Phillips. And then last episode, she absolutely destroyed Toxette, and she was accompanied by, her partner tonight, Carmen, the AOR Women's Champion, because Carmen has had some interesting things to say about Carolyn, sitting there saying that, that she wants to check Carolyn as far as what she said previously about making her fade away and all that stuff. Introducing her opponent. From Tampa, Florida, weighing in at 132 pounds, she is the current all-out Revolution women's champion, Carmen. Well, Carmen making her way down to the ring, and she also has a date with Destiny, except her date with Destiny is going to be with the person at ringside and Gloria Bass, and she is going to face Gloria Bass for her women's championship at AOA at Breaking Boundaries. And Carmen has been a dominant champion in her own right over on All Out Revolution, beating some of the top competition over there. And so if you are Carmen and Miss Wilcox, I gotta say, this is a pretty solid alliance here. So Carmen and Miss Wilcox have formed this alliance over their mutual disdain, you may say, of Carolyn Amber. And again, both of them get that chance tonight, and Carolyn starting this match off with Miss Wilcox. All right, this is pretty bold. I was wondering how this was going to start off, and I got my answer. And of course, Carolyn not wasting any time, sitting there getting the jump off on the women's champion, taking her to the outside of the ring straight away here. And now look at this. Now Carolyn Amber sitting there stomping away, beating down Miss Wilcox. Miss Wilcox has not had an answer for any of these strikes so far in this one. Well, straight on into the barricade. I know Carolyn Amber has been waiting on this one. Ooh, dumped the rib first right across the barricade. And Carmen trying to get involved, but instantly regrets it as Carolyn taking her out too. Do not mess with Carolyn Amber, yo. One of the most dangerous women on this roster. Now, wait a second. Now, Carmen's slipping on the inside of the ring. Wait a second. Oh, well, Carolyn getting rid of her. And Carolyn is bringing the fight to two women champions here. That is definitely something to be impressed with. Oh, and again, great job being on the lookout, Carolyn. And the tag made to Angelina. Carolyn and Angelina is on a roll. Referee might want to get Carmen out of the ring, as she's not the legal participant. Tried to attack Angelina, failed again. Carolyn and Angelina are two bright women. Very bright. In fact, Angelina apparently is into constellation. And constellational studies. A bit of a fun fact for her. And Carolyn likes to read a variety of... Oh, wait a second. Oh, nice. What I'm saying is Angelina here is actually into constellational study. I like to study stars, like to study outer space here. And speaking of studying, Miss Wilcox did a great job in studying Angelina right there. And Carolyn actually apparently revealed that screen time she's more into, more into Western than she's a jack of all trades, into Western and Wi-Fi, in sci-fi. Western and sci-fi. Both of that reading is fundamental and all that other fun stuff. So two bright ladies, I can promise you. And speaking of bright ladies, getting back on task here, with Wilcox and Carmen doing the bright thing to stop Angelina. We're doing what they felt was the bright thing to stop Angelina. Anyways, look at this drop kick from Carmen. Excellent work right there. And then look at this. Oh! A little drop right there. Excellent work on the part of Carmen and Miss Wilcox in the double DDT. And I think Carolyn's getting inside the ring. She's about to get sick and tired of this stuff with these two women here. And look at they're going to send her to the outside. And Carolyn now is going to proceed to take the fight to Miss Wilcox on the floor. Uh-oh. Got her up high over her head. Look at this military press. Got Miss Wilcox in all types of trouble. Military press slam on the floor. Angelina's able to counter Carmen on the inside of the ring. Excellent work here on the part of Carmen and Miss Wilcox. I mean, say what you will, but these two have been, on a roll so far in this matchup. It took them a minute to get going, but now since they got it, good luck with them stopping. Oh, excellent slam right there. Caught her with the gut buster a moment ago, and then going to follow it up. Excellent slam from Carmen, and going for the cover and a kick out at 2 from Angelina. Kick right to the spine. Angelina is on a bit of trouble here. I was about to say she's on a roll, but no, that moniker goes to Carmen, who just tossed Angelina. Excellent work right there. And now, got her up. Look at that. Oh, excellent counter. Great work from Angelina. German suplex. Beautiful work right there. Wait a second. Miss Wilcox up at the top rope. And a cross body taking out Angelina. And now Angelina's getting beat down here at the hand of the AOA Women's Champion, Miss Wilcox. Now, wait a minute. Carolyn then again going to clear the ring of Miss Wilcox and Gloria Bass looking on. Carmen was taking a minute to showboat to her challenger. Threatening the referee to back up. Carmen again going a vicious streak. And if anything else, Gloria knows about that vicious streak pretty well because those two women have crossed paths several times. And in the first encounter, Carmen actually busted open Gloria in a vicious shot against the steel steps, and then this past episode on All Out Revolution attacked her in the locker room. Safe to say, Gloria definitely paying close attention, haven't really taken her eyes off of Carmen, and look at that! Excellent work on the part of the two women's champion right there. And look at that. Got up. Got Angelina up. Angelina's in a world of trouble there. Backstabber. Down goes Angelina Spears. Going to the cover straight away here. And that was so close. The kick out at 2. But that may have played into her favor there. Because usually Miss Wilcox uses this to set up for that dragon sleeper. Is she going to be able to lock it in there? I think that might work. She might. I'm not going to kick to the. I'm going to go for a kick to the knee instead. Tag Carmen. Carmen's tag. Oh, wait a second. Brings her back down again. I'm feeling it. It looks like Angelina's going to crawl to the corner there. Going to pay off. And the women's champion is still in control. Vile uppercut. Carmen now just beating down Angelina. We're trying to weaken her as much as possible. And probably also, on a side note, sending that message to her challenger. Oh, wait a second, trying to go for a stop. Wait a second. Carmen missed and Carolyn's back in it. Axe handle right to the spine. And Carmen now is getting that sense of desperation. Miss Wilcox was one of the tag. And Carolyn not going to allow that. Excellent spine buster from the All Out Revolution. power slam, the power of Carolyn. Well, front slam, and the power of Carolyn is taking over. Looking at the woman handling Carmen right there. And I will also say, well, thanks to Carmen's mouth, he actually had a match against Carolyn on All Out Revolution, in which Carmen got herself intentionally disqualified and then ran off from Carolyn after the matchup. And Carmen been talking real spicy, been talking about wanting to meet Carolyn in the parking lot at Breaking Boundaries. So I guess we might see those two throw down in that parking lot still. I don't think any of these matches here are going to solve anything between these two. I mean, we hope it don't come to that, but I guess we'll see. Dumping her right on her head. That's a 2, and oh, so close right there. So close. Carmen almost had it, and Carolyn Amber, knowing that Miss Wilcox was trying to get physically involved in this matchup, is going to make her pay for it instantly using that barricade as a weapon. Runs right back into the ring, but Carmen is back up to her feet. Look at this. Oh, man, that core buster GTS breaking her down. Straight into the cover here. Carolyn in a heap of trouble in there. These two women have been bringing it. This has been a personal back and forth battle. Great right hand from Carmen. Great right hand again from Carmen. Let's throw her into the corner. That didn't really work out there. And we're off into the ropes. Here we go. Oh! Dropping her on a head and neck tag is made. Here comes the AOA Women's Champion with Wilcox. He gets the chance. She's going to be facing Carolyn Amber at Breaking Boundary. But imagine what happened if she wins here tonight. Dragon Sleeper. Dragon Sleeper. Dragon Sleeper is locked in, but she's way too close to the rope. Side of Carolyn Amber coming into play right there. Oh, move to the face there. Carolyn. Oh. It counted from Miss Wilcox. The two women know each other so well. One of the top women rivalries here in All Out Action. And now, wait a second. Now Carmen getting involved. But Angelina's too winded to really sit here. Fine busted drop kick right there. Taking down Carolyn Amber. Forearm. Carolyn countered. Ooh, got it over a splash in the corner. Great counter right there from a gut wrench powerbomb. Gut wrench powerbomb, and while Miss Wilcox was sitting there showboating, Angelina was able to get the tag. Great combination from Angelina. Angelina's starting to roll now. She got to keep it going. Super kick. Oh, he tried it. Wait a minute, look at this. Going for a fisherman suplex. Wait a second, roll through. Great counter from Angelina. 2. Wait, she got it. Angelina catching Miss Wilcox off guard. Check this out. Angelina, or looked like Miss Wilcox was going for like a fisherman suplex, but Angelina said nah, countered that, and picked up the win. Here's your winner, the team of Carolyn Amber and Angelina Spear. Carolyn and Angelina picking up momentum, and what a blow to the ego of the two women's champions. Excellent work from these two ladies. And I gotta say, if you are, man. I was gonna say, if you're Miss Wilcox and Carmen, you might want to check yourself next time, man. Taking a loss like that. Phew. As we move on, though, Johnny Rivers versus Tyson Young is up next. Look at this dude. Talk about a guy that's going to do great things, man. He's next in line for the World Championship. So whoever wins that Breaking Boundaries has to go in the face Johnny Rivers. And we're going to see what happens, man. I'm sure Johnny Rivers ain't sweating it. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Boise, Idaho. Weighing in at 207 pounds, Johnny Rivers. I'm sure Johnny Rivers ain't sweating who he's going to have to face regardless of who it is. And Johnny Rivers doesn't back down from any challenge. And Johnny Rivers is a former AOA United States champion. And ever since his United States Championship reign, he has been elevating his game. We've seen this guy come out here night after night doing what he can to elevate his game. And I think Rivers' time is pretty much here. And I think, to me, his matches, his series of matches against Darren has proven that he can hang in there with some of the best of them. He came super close to beating Darren the first time for the World Championship. And then he beat him a couple of weeks ago, or fell short a couple of weeks ago. But no, hold on. Came close to beating Darren the first time when Darren was the world champion. Fell short there. But he turned back around and beat him a couple of episodes ago to earn that spot to be named the #1 contender. So if you are, Johnny Rivers, it's sitting pretty, but it's clear he isn't being complacent in his spot, but he's still taking on all challenges, man. And the guy he faces tonight is a pretty hungry, pretty will-driven, pretty determined Tyson Young. And introducing the opponent, now residing in Delaware, weighing in at 268 pounds, Tyson Young. Tyson Young making his way down to the ring. If you are Tyson Young, this is a golden opportunity. You beat someone who's pretty high up there in contention. As I mentioned before, #1 contender for the world title. If you beat him, I mean, just imagine the stock that does for your career. I mean, Tyson Young has had his share of going after the All-Star Championship. So far, have not been successful in that regard. Has lost to Sean Wright on a few different occasions. He was the All-Star champion at the time, so that didn't really help his stock. But I guess prop to the Ice and prop to management there in the back, understanding that, hey, give these guys a chance. Let them go out there. Let's see what they can do. Instead of just writing them off and this guy is this way and this guy's a mid-carder and this guy's this and this guy's that. Let these guys go out there. Let them try. Let's see what they can do. And this is that great opportunity that Tyson Young is getting in it with, admittedly, Johnny Rivers that got that same opportunity, which allowed him to elevate his game. So let's see how Tyson Young can do. Hasn't been doing too bad. Hasn't been doing, nothing, he hasn't been doing great yet. In All Out Action Season 2, admittedly. But we all know that anything can happen in professional wrestling and All Out Action. Definitely anything can happen. You know, it's All Out Action for a reason, then, Johnny. And right now, Johnny Rivers is starting off on the back foot in this match, and I know some people wouldn't have even expected that starting this matchup off. Tyson Young, again, 268 pounds, as you heard him. And Tyson Young is just manhandling Johnny Rivers here. Two-handed choke slam on the floor. And wait a minute, now look at Tyson got the power bomb on the floor now. Sheesh. Letting that power show early. Softening up the back and the spine for a potential Tyson bomb if he would have hit it in this matchup. Right now, Tyson Young is doing a swell job against Rivers. Tyson Young getting back on the inside of the ring, and Tyson Young, ever since splitting off from Austin Wallace in the very beginning of the season, back at our season premiere, Tyson Young has revealed that, hey, this is liberating. Knowing that I can walk around, do what I wish, make my own path, carve my own way. It's something that he's been waiting to do for a while, and he was getting sick of Wallace's stuff, getting sick of how Wallace was talking to him, got sick of how Wallace was treating him, and he's going to make his own way. And he has a chance to do that in a great way if he can beat Johnny Rivers tonight. He's feeling it. Wait a second, then they're thinking about that Tyson bomb already. And Johnny Rivers able to counter. Great forearm, but Tyson didn't get dropped off of that. Ooh! Johnny Rivers got flatlined off of that big boot. Brutal shot and a kick out at 2. And Johnny Rivers. Again, it's all about giving these guys a shot. Let's see if they can make the most of it. And right now, Tyson Young is doing a great job of Great job with that. Rivers hasn't really had sustained or any sufficient offense on Tyson Young since the matchup began. If I was him, though, that was kind of a rookie move, man. You don't hit your finisher. You don't try to go for a finisher that early in the matchup. And Tyson Young tried to boot the head off of Rivers again. But Rivers was a step ahead of the game, and he was ready for it. Tyson Young sent to the outside of the ring. Look at Johnny Rivers. Here we go. Spring through the middle rope. Tornado DDT on the floor. And what a great turnaround if you're Rivers. Talk about a way to swing the momentum back in your favor. And the Rivers now calling Tyson Young up to his feet. Springboard. Look at that. Block. Excellent work. Johnny Rivers now going to continue to pick up the pace. Going to keep things moving here. Keep it moving as much as he can. Johnny Rivers is a little bit tired. Look at that. Corkscrew moonsault. Excellent work on the part of Rivers. Keeping the big man down. Tyson Young is all type of stunned. Johnny Rivers sitting there calling it quit. At least saying it was going to be the end of him. I thought he was going to probably try to go for some type of finishing blow, but he catching him with a great combination. Going to call it quit again here. That time he's trying to go for a super kick. Great awareness on the part of Tyson Young to counter. And I'm going to count it. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. I'm going to say, I don't know if that was the wise move, but wait a second. This roll-up might be a great move for Johnny Rivers here. And Tyson was able to kick out at 2. And I was going to say, I don't know if it was wise for Rivers to go for that. Oh, I don't think it was wise for him to go for that either and to get caught with a backbreaker. Wasn't wise for him to go for the super kick. Wasn't wise for him to fly at that. And now Tyson Young is back in control. Excuse me. Anyway, cover. Get into a cover and a kick at it too. Tyson Young has been showing up and showing out here in this matchup. And Johnny Rivers has not been making this matchup easy for him. Here we go. Oh, man. Great power. As you can tell, Tyson is taking this match as seriously as he can take it. Tyson Young is taking this match in a way that he knows what a win can mean to him. We heard him speak earlier in the week of what this win means to him. This win means that he proved to himself and he proved to the AOA locker room that he can hang in there with some of the top talent. This win proves that he can potentially be a world champion. And I agree. I agree. But let's see if he can make the most of that opportunity. Johnny Rivers now is up at the top rope. Tyson Young making it back up to his feet. There we go. Cross body. Get countered. My dude. Look at that. Great power slam from Tyson Young. And Tyson Young been trying to hit this Tyson bomb all match. He's calling it quit. Is he going to be able to hit it? Trying to go for a big boot. Never mind. Wait a second. Great roll up from Johnny Rivers now. Johnny Rivers trying to roll up Tyson Young. Oh, he almost had it right there. Johnny Rivers trying to end this one quickly. Great net breaker from Rivers. Up to the middle rope. Rivers calling Tyson Young up to his feet. This is not a good look if you are Tyson Young in this matchup. But Tyson Young, great awareness, able to counter. Shot right to the midsection. Stiff right hand. Got him up. Look at that. Backbreaker again, setting him up. And I think he might have broke the back of Rivers. He might have been successful. Did you see the way the man contorted off impact? Oh, right to the spine. Up to the spine again. Kicking Rivers around, kicking him in his side. Shot to the back again. Look at Tyson being a bit more calculating this time. Look at that. Ooh. Spine first. Whip him again, spine first. Discus clothesline, taking his head off. Excellent. Excellent work. 2. Oh, a kick out at 2. Out close with that. Tyson Young almost had one of the biggest wins in his career. Right there. And Tyson Young, I mean, he admittedly tonight he is proving. To me, tonight Tyson Young is proving that if he can get some win under his belt, if he can find some type of winning formula, he can take on him a win and eventually get the single championship gold in his future. He's facing Johnny Rivers, the man who's the former United States champion. And he might be the victor in this matchup as Tyson Young got his head kicked off his shoulders and Rivers is groggy, but a super kick to the jaw. Super kick right to the jaw. Rivers is getting back up to his feet, going back into the corner. And you can tell that this match has been taking its toll on Johnny. But the super kick again. Excellent work. Getting back up to his feet and no one called him up again. Picks him up. Super kick for a third time. And Johnny is using every ounce, every drop of energy he had left, and he used it all in those 3 moves, and he got it. Bravo. Bravo to Tyson Young. But Johnny had a bit more in the tank and used every last bit of it and hit the biggest move in his arsenal. 3 precise, spot-on super kick match is over. Here's your winner, Johnny Rivers. And if you're any man in that Breaking Boundary triple threat match, you know that Johnny Rivers is waiting on the other side for you. Please let's not get this man twisted. He's going to be a great superstar here in All Out Action. And Tyson Young, same deal admittedly. I believe tonight he proved to me that he can get the job done. Excellent work. Sean, look at you, man. You finally figured it out. You finally figured out how to win. And I knew I was all that you needed. I knew that the only thing that was missing from you, Sean, is someone to push you to that edge. And I am happy to say that I've pushed you over the edge. But at Breaking Boundaries, that's where the fun stops. That's where the game stops, Sean. And I'm going to beat you. And I will move on with my career. And I hope that because of this action draft, this is the last time that I will see your face. Well, you know what, Adrian? You're right. You're right. You did push me to that edge by costing me that All-Star Championship. You did push me to the edge by constantly taunting me 24/7. You did push me to the edge, and now I found it. But remember what I told you a couple of weeks ago. That I'm going to take all that energy out on you. And I hope that you and I stay on that same show. Because if I beat you at Breaking Boundaries, the next thing I'm doing is beating you for that United States Championship. Okay, it seems like Adrian had nothing to say in that regard. He just let me say, you know what? I'm going to head out. And we're going to move forward. To coming up next will be our co-main event of the evening. A2J one-on-one with Mac Wolf, baby. Let's get it on and pop. A2J Mac Wolf to the guy that will be in a triple threat match at Breaking Boundaries for that AOA World Championship. But tonight they get to face off one-on-one, especially since A2J wanted this matchup. A2J wanted this match. He wanted to prove to Mac that he can beat him one-on-one because he believes he can beat Dave. And he wants to see if he can beat Mac one-on-one. Let's get it on, yo. This should be a good one. Talk about the star power between these two. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from New York, weighing in at 206 pounds, A2J. The ladies are making their way down to the ring again to face Mac Wolf. A2J wanted this matchup, and these two got into it last episode, and Mac Wolf did kind of downplayed him a bit. He said both of them hoped to see Dave get the crap kicked out of him inside the Hell in a Cell match, which he did. And then Mac said to A2J, he said that I hope that you make it to Breaking Boundaries at 100%. That way I can say that I had a fight to win that world championship. A2J did not take too kindly to that at all. And that's what he said. He feels he can beat Dave and Max. And here we are. And his opponent, accompanied by James Black from Toledo, Ohio, weighing in at 220 pounds, Mac Wolf. We know Mac Wolf earned this opportunity initially by, well, crazy enough, not quitting in his I Quit match with James Black. And as I mentioned previously during Black match with Sean Wright, that ever since Black came back, he's been trying to prove that he's a changed man, to prove that he's a different man than when he was when he started out. He's trying to prove to Mac Wolf that, hey, I got your back. And he told Mac, yo, I got your back 100% going into Breaking Boundary. And so that's further proof of what we're about to see here right now with Black being at ringside for this one, A2J, Mac Wolf, co-main event. Let's get it on and popping. And our main event for the evening will be Darren versus Austin Wallace, given their little altercation from earlier. Here we go, these two locking up center of the ring. A prop to A2J right there. Mad prop to A2J, able to get the better of the exchange, at least in the strength department. Go to at least having a clean break. Take two. And A2J gonna get the better of the exchange again. And early on, this had probably already proven A2J's point in his mind that he can hang in there with Mac Wolf, he can hang in there with Dave. And Mac had probably thrown off his game a little bit. Probably wasn't expecting that. An arm wringer there, and hammer lock right there from. It's like switching, beautiful work into a, key lock from A2J, I'm sorry, to a headlock from Mac. That's another, A2J was able to counter, great headlock of his own. Key lock is locked in here. A2J are really kind of getting the upper edge here. Or somebody's trying to get the upper edge. Seems like you got the trading back and forth. And Mac Wolf's able to slide out. They're an eye to eye. They know what this match is about. They know how important winning this match can be. And both of their momentum going into the Breaking Boundary triple threat. These two not going to let anything slip by. And Mac Wolf, instead of continuing to wrestle with A2J, was able to slip out the back door. Wait a second. Look at that. Oh, Rick clothesline. Gonna follow up for a stomp. A2J. Mac was able to counter. Trying to go for a drop kick. Mac Wolf countered. Got to go for a strike. A2J. Reverse over the arm. Got him. Block the knee. Block the knee. Both down, blocking the knee. Come off the rope. We're off into the corner. Sorry. Down on the part of Wolf. Oh, down on the part of A2J. Really feeling each other out here in the early going. Counter from Mac right there. I'm really kind of, I'm paying close attention. I wasn't saying much right there, but I'm paying close attention to these guys. I'm watching to see how they react. I'm watching to see how each guy moves. I'm watching to see how each guy's going to operate as this matchup continues. You can tell there was a very deliberate, but very focused pace at the start of this one. And Mac Wolf right there got caught with a savant kick, rolled to the outside, and it took him a minute to collect himself. And look at that. Oh, was ready for A2J's next attack. I think these two guys are more aware of each other than they will probably be willing to admit. A2J slipping to the outside. Now, A2J ain't no punk or nothing, but you get dragon suplex right on your head. That'll definitely do it. And A2J showing off a little bit of that cockiness right there. And there, Mac Wolf waiting on A2J. A2J getting back in the ring, but immediately is ready to toss him into the corner. Oh, clothesline from. Dang. Oh, chopping his chest. The bot kick missed that time. Great combination from Mac Wolf, able to follow up. She's been taking her time here. Somebody got to get the upper edge. It seems like these two guys have only had that brief moment of momentum, but no clear follow-up. Mac Wolf is just going to jump back in the ring, not do a springboard, because admittedly A2J were probably waiting on that. He's going to pop back in, catching him with a jawbreaker. And now, look at that, dropping his head into the canvas right there. We're not seeing a pinfall or a submission attempt yet in this matchup. I don't know how early it is. I'm not too shocked, and I'm sure these two, over the past couple of weeks, probably for a long time now, have been studying each other's moves, each other's pattern, each other's behavior. I'm sure Mac Wolf have probably gone back and watched some of A2J's matches. I'm sure A2J has been the same. These two more than likely been studying each other over the past couple of weeks. And now they get to kind of test that knowledge here one-on-one in this very ring. And look at that. Mac Wolf, I thought he had something going with the arm drag, but A2J, again, is ready for it. And at the top of the game, A2J. Not going to let Max get too far. Got him up overhead, and look at that. Oh, man. He came all across the top rope. And now, wait a second. Now, A2J. Well, wait a second. Oh, wait a minute. A2J shot a springboard, I think Black took one for the team there. And Max is taking an instant advantage of that. Dane Black being at ringside paying dividend right there. To the top rope goes Max. A2J is in a heap of trouble here. That crash landing on the floor. Max taking advantage. Let's see how he follows up. Great drop kick from the top rope. Excellent drop kick for cover of the matchup. Goes to Mac Wolf. Is he going to get it? No, it is not. But then again, I guess some moves, if you're the competitors in this match, you know they're not going to put them away. But then again, you never know. You never know what you don't try. And who knows, that maybe after A2J got his head ran into that turnbuckle, that ring post, and the drop kick that immediately followed, and seeing that A2J is still pretty stunned, you never know how much damage that could have did. Meteor from Mac Wolf. And look at it now. Mac Wolf calling A2J up to his feet here. I probably gauged the distance on that. Realized he was a bit too far out. Catches him with a chop, doing the smart thing. Instead of risking it, he's going to get him to a closer to position. And now, let's see what he got. Oh, bingo. Excellent. Excellent work from Mac. Excellent work. Mac was a student of the game. He was able to gauge his distance, realize how far out he was. Bring him in, hit him with that beautiful sunset flip power bomb, and Max now feels like he got him in a line of sight, and he does. Great knee strike there. We saw James Black hit that same knee strike earlier. It's Sean Wright. And now Max is looking to take it home. He's thinking about that Max out, looking to end this one for real. As he's spinning back just repeatedly across the jaw, and Max didn't have an answer, and he didn't have an answer for that Pele kick neither. And not underestimate the striking prowess of A2J. Great networker here. A2J trying to kick this matchup back in his favor. Let's see how he does. Great knee strike. That's a good start. Let's see if he can finish. Drop kick miss. A little bit off his target. A little bit off his target once again if you're Max. That's the ropes you go. Look at that. Oh, beautiful clothesline taken down. Mac Wolf, A2J off the rope, knee strike right to the face. A2J is feeling it. A2J is in his wheelhouse here. Let's see how he does. Oh, wow. Spiral tap, beautiful elevation on that one. Good into the cover, may end it right here. And and a kick at it too. And you know Dave is probably watching. Dave is probably watching these two, probably hoping these two beat the daylife out of each other. Because if you're Dave in this matchup, if you're Dave in this triple threat match, you know you're not going to be going into that matchup at 100%. You had a brutal match against Darren last episode inside Hell in a Cell, and now you're about 2 episodes out from defending your world championship against 2 guys who you can argue got every capability in the world to become a world champion. And wait a second, Mac Wolf was sitting there thinking full moon, great counter from A2J. Back suplex on the floor. Excellent work. He was sitting there thinking about that full moon from the top rope, and that was a miscalculation on the part of, not a miscalculation. He was able to roll to the outside, and wait a second, A2J trying to go to the top rope. Didn't pay off for him. Great bulldog from the top rope from Wolf. Mac Wolf now calling A2J up to his feet here. He got his partner in his back. Oh, knee strike. Knee strike again. Move. Look at this. He may have him. He may have him a down and out here. Full move for the second time from the top rope. No. A2J got it scouted. Look at this. Salida del Sol got him right in the back of his head. Salida del Sol, and now he got some distance. More than likely thinking about hitting that cold breaker and calling it a night. Nope, he gets countered. Throwback from Mac. These two guys realize they got to end it. These two realize they got to end this matchup as soon as possible. Mac Wolf got him scouted. Mac Wolf got him. Wait. Turned around. Turned around. Didn't turn around to greet Wolf. Tried to go for the max out again. Toledo del Flow for the second time. You two are realizing they gotta keep on the gas. Here we go. Drop kick miss. Off into the corner goes A2J. Great counter from Mac. From A2J to Mac, sorry. Ooh, gonna go for a clothesline there. Great counter from A2J once again. A2J, look at this. Head scissor, swinging him down. These two trying to ramp up the tempo here because they know at some point they got to end this one. A2J feeling it right now. A2J might be moments away from having this matchup in the bag. He might have his partner in his bag. Let's see if he got it. Clothesline. Mac kicking back up though. Immediately greeted Salida del Sol for the third time. Third time Salida del Sol back up on his feet. Oh, you're right to the back. You're right to the back. These two staring eye to eye. Both men's winded. Somebody got to make a move. Mac jumped first. Mac made the jump first. A2J was ready. Catches them with a cold breaker. It was a game of chess at the end. And A2J picked up the win. These two men turned on the jets that we were coming down the stretch here. I mean, it was right here, Mac. I thought Mac was going to go somewhere, but A2J was a step ahead. Trying to go for the max out. That didn't work. Salida del Sol right there. Trying to go for the clothesline. Mac got greedy. Mac jumped first. A2J capitalized. Code breaker. 1,
Here's
2,
your winner,
3.
A2J.
A2J is scoring a victory, proving to himself and proving to the world that he can do it. I've always believed in A2J. I think A2J got that capability. And A2J did it right there. Excellent win. Excellent win from A2J. A2J scoring a great win. Coming up next is our main event. But first, we're going to run down the entire top to bottom match card for Breaking Boundaries pre-show included. This joint production pay-per-view looking to be off the hook. So let's run it down. First on the pre-show, we have Brian Decker in an open challenge. Brian Decker is going to face Jack the Wave this coming AOR episode. But who in the world are going to challenge Brian Decker for that global championship at Breaking Boundaries? Brian Decker is the fighting champion, so he better be ready. I don't know who they're going to be. But Brian Decker defending his global championship. And also on the pre-show, Austin Waller versus Dexter Tarleton. Now apparently, Austin Waller has been whining, crying, and complaining to VI about this All-Star Championship. And Dexter, he ain't no punk, alright? He's going to face Austin Waller. So out our Breaking Boundary pre-show, Austin Waller, Dexter Tarleton, AOA All-Star Championship. And then on the All Out Revolution side, again, it will be a street fight between the Crew and the Cabal. So the Crew feel like they've been getting played, they've been getting toyed around with Taskmaster, promised tag team title opportunity that they ain't getting, and they're sick and tired of it. They want the Cabal, they want them bad, they're going to get them in a street fight again. Breaking Boundary pre-show. On to our main show, AOA Tag Tournament Finals. It will be 2 Squad Up versus the Twisted Disciples. 2 Squad Up has finally struck back against the Twisted Disciples. Twitter disciples have been kind of recouping this week after everything that happened previously. So who's going to leave? Breaking Boundaries, the winner of the tag tournament final. And then the AOR Tag Team Championship will be on the line. Wolfpack versus the Millennium Rider. We saw Wolfpack finally get that much-needed win going into Breaking Boundaries, but is it too late? Do the Millennium Riders already got these guys' number? Is Wolfpack getting a bit too complacent? Will the Millennium Riders leave New York the Tag Team Champion? We're going to find out. And then we just heard the word from Sean Wright and Adrian Oxley. Sean's ready. Sean's willing. Sean is able. But he got to face the United States Champion, Adrian Oxley. A vicious man. Took out Jay Morgan twice. Is Sean going to be added to that list? Or will Sean really cement his name as being back? And then Carolyn Amber versus Miss Wilcox for the AOA Women's Championship. Carolyn and Angelina were victorious in tag team action against the team of Miss Wilcox and Carmen, but one-on-one at Breaking Boundaries. What is going to happen? Is Miss Wilcox ready for what Carolyn is going to do? How far is Carolyn willing to go to get that title back? And then we saw Carmen, again, take a loss with Miss Wilcox, but she had to face Gloria Bass. With that attack that Carmen did on All Out Revolution recently, how healthy is Gloria? First, and second, how screwed is Carmen? That's a good question. We're going to get that answer. And then we're also going to figure out who's going to be the last woman standing. Ashley Knight, Chloe Sharp. These two have some heated words on All Out Revolution. Chloe is looking to rid Ashley of All Out Revolution and her life once and for all. But Ashley had mentioned she's not an easy solution. So who is going to be the last woman standing between these two? And then the All Out Revolution World Championship is on the line. Nate Shields one-on-one with Jackson Wade. Jackson Wade is admitted Nate's going to be a tougher challenge today. Is Nate Shields ready? Well, no. He's going to be ready. Is Jackson ready for what Nate Shields is about to bring to him with that World Championship on the line? Nate's first opportunity at some single gold. Can he make the most of it? And this is interesting. We just saw A2J pick up a win over Mac Wolf. Can A2J do it again and win a world championship this time? But you still got the world champion Dave, who while may not be at 100%, he's going to be hitting at a 10. A2J, Mac Wolf, world championships on the line at Breaking Boundaries. And then tonight, after Breaking Boundaries, it is the Action Draft, All Out Action, All Out Revolution, changing the landscape with the Action Draft. Can't wait for it. Go
Dang, Max. That was a bit of a rough loss, man. But don't worry. Pick your head up, man. You're going to get back at A2J and Dave.
Yeah, James. I mean, thank you for your support and all, bro. But I'm just going to come out and say it, bro. I kind of need my space a bit. I mean, I get what you're trying to do. I get that you're apologetic for everything, and I absolutely understand that. But right now, man, I just need my space. I mean, because after everything that you and I just put each other through a couple of months ago, and now I have a world championship match in front of me, it's a lot. So, dude, I just need my space for the moment. That's all I'm asking. I get it. I absolutely get it, man. And it's not a problem at all. I absolutely understand it. I did a lot. I know I did a lot. I know I messed up, did a lot of things, said a lot of stuff. So I get it. You want your space? You got it. But just know I'm still going to be with you in spirit, man. I want you to go in there, Breaking Boundaries, give it 125%, and walk out the AOA World Champion, man. Good luck. I'll see you around. You know what? That's the type of friendship, though. If that's what I'm going to get out of those two, I'll take it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your all-out action main event scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, residing in London, England, weighing in at 234 pounds, he is the A-list Austin Wallace. Now, props to Mac for recognizing what Black is trying to do, but I also got to applaud Black for respecting Mac's wishes. So, if this is the start to the rekindling of the friendship of those two, I'm here for it. But what I also want to see reconnected, speaking of connecting things, I want to see Darren's knee reconnect with the jaw of Wallace like we saw earlier tonight. Who's with me, chat? Who's with me? I'm in for that. Here comes Darren Tarleton. Let's get it on. Wearing the wound of war, obviously, from Hell in a Cell, but I ain't stopping him. Clearly, he's here to fight. And his opponent from Fort Worth, Texas, weighing in at 218 pounds, is the 5-star machine, Darren Tarleton. Emphasis on machine. This is the second time where you're seeing Darren come off of a brutal, violent encounter and is now wrestling in a matchup. He did this the first time after his Elimination Chamber match. Oh, Austin Wallace, of course, gonna attack him from behind and stuff. And there's all this talk about Austin wanting to end Darren's career and everything. Of course, leave it to Austin to attack the man from behind and all this extra stuff and all this extra posing. So, ladies and gentlemen, that our main event gets underway. If you watched up to this point, thank you. And if you haven't done so already, remember to click the like, comment, and subscribe, and also click the bell icon. That way you don't miss another one. Austin Wallace now, of course, probably not happy of having his jaw rearranged earlier tonight, and he's going to use this moment here to attack Darren. And I was mentioning earlier, as I was mentioning earlier, this is not the first time we've seen Darren, compete in a match after having a brutal previous match. First time he did it with that Conquer All, or after Conquer All, when he retained his AOA World Championship in an Elimination Chamber match, but then was immediately screwed out of it by Mr. Bloomberg. And then the following episode, AOA episode 50, he had a match against Brock Lesnar, thanks to Mr. Bloomberg. And that ended via no contest, or actually it ended via referee stoppage, thanks to the brutality that Brock displayed in that matchup. Now, I don't think Austin really got it in him to do anything that Brock did, and especially since he's mainly going to be spending his time showboating, as you're seeing right there. But right now, Austin is in control, and again, it does help when you attack him from behind. He's throwing these chops, the uppercut now, and taking him to the outside. And for all this talk about Austin getting violent, and he was stuttering over things he wanted to end Darren's career. He was stuttering over that because he knew good and well he ain't about to live up to that. I don't even know he's about to win this match really when Darren gets his hands on him, but that's just me. Darren just beat the dude down one good time, I'll be happy. I mean, just beat the tar out of him. I mean, just really destroy this man. It's all I'm asking of you, Darren, whenever you can get your hands on him. But right now, Austin Wallace is doing a great job in destroying Darren right now. And look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Sitting there showing off in front of Jason Wells, his personal yes man. And I feel sorry for Jason Wells in a minute. I hope Jason Wells gets drafted, because then I really want to see the Jason Wells of old. I want to see the Jason Wells that was the first ever United States champion. I want to see that Jason Wells. I don't want to see this yes man Jason Wells. I don't want to see that time. Anyway. And finally getting his hands on him, thank goodness. And Austin Wallace was trying to win that match via count out, because of course he did. And look at this. Now Darren is having a bit of fun. Yeah. Destroy his chest. One more. Nope. Oh, right up across the mouth. There we go. Yeah. Get your shuffle on, boy. I see you. Look at that. Dragon suplex dumping him right on his head. And now Darren trying to get things going for himself here. Look at that. DDT. Excellent work from Darren. And now it's on his A game. Let's see what Darren got in mind. Stiff right hand again. Shot right to the back. Slap across the face. A couple of slaps and a dragon suplex again, because why don't this dude deserve to get slapped around, you know? I mean, why don't this blonde-headed... over Superman punch, and Austin counter, and instead of following up, this is how good Austin Wallace is as a wrestler, ladies and gentlemen.
He called himself the A-list. But instead of taking an A-plus opportunity to counter, he stepped to the outside of the ring and now is proceeding to walk around the ring, taking a full-on lap. Teasing about getting the ring. What are you doing, man? Just get in the ring. Good grief. What are you doing? Just get in the freaking ring, man. What are you? Get in the blasted ring. Man, over fucking, that's pretty much what we can do at this point. What is this man doing? Austin! An idiot. And Darren, wait a second. Now, Darren got sick and tired of the goose chant, and I think that's exactly what Austin Wallace was trying to do. He knew he was going to be able to. Oh, Darren was ready for that one. He knew he was going to be able to throw Darren off the temper. And apparently he attempted to do that, and attempted to do that failed. And now Darren is back on control. Northern spine first. Ooh! He strikes on him head on. Look at that. German suplex. Excellent work right there on the part of Darren. And wait a minute. Look at this. Yes, the best super kick ever. Great counter from Wallace. What the world? Oh! Wow. You know, I got to admit, that net breaker was pretty impressive and almost picked up a win. Now, I can just imagine if Austin actually applied his skills in a match, unless it is cockiness in a match, he might be further along. But I guess when you have a briefcase that will allow you to challenge for any championship you need, you're not really taking a lot of your matches seriously, because at one night, he could turn his whole career around with a win. Now, if you're... I'm about to hit this dude. I'm about to go down here and hit him myself in about 5 seconds. Austin, you are in the ring with a former world champion, multiple time world champion across numerous shows and numerous companies. If you don't take advantage of the fact that you're in there with a high caliber guy and actually try to win this thing, please, thank you. You actually go for a cover with a novel concept. You hit a move, you go for a cover, pro wrestling 101, but nah, I gotta focus on my hair. No, I gotta focus on my looks. I gotta focus on showing off. I gotta focus on doing all of that instead of winning the match. Man, I can't stand this dude. But Austin is still in control here, so I can't argue too much if he is in firm control. I'm saying it's over. Then they're saying Darren is finished. And he might as well be. He might as well be at this point. Well, he got the submission locked in. Probably gonna make Darren tap out of here. Got the arm. Got the arm lock. Got the face lock too. They're able to fight out of it. Ooh. To the spine. Excellent work there. Great counter from... Oh, man. Great counter from Wallace. Shot to the midsection. Oh! Net breaker again. Well, here in Nebraska, ain't really digging it. I don't necessarily blame them. What can do for all I care. Chop to the chest. I'm off the ropes. Here we go. Knee strike. Got it. Spot on. Goodness gracious. Austin feeling it. Austin knows. Dragging him towards the rope. Hey, wait a minute. Austin Wallace got his feet up on the rope. Come on, bro. The referee saw that. Thank goodness. Ooh. He kick his head off there. Great counter. Great couple of misses from oh, excellent kick from Darren. Excellent. Have this new jaw, why don't you? Wait a minute. Best super kick ever. Bingo. Oh, no. Wallace counter. I get props. Wallace's props. He's doing a little bit of scouting. I give him that. His right hand. Wallace now. Got him up. Hang him over. Oh! Hang him up off the top rope right there. And Wallace is still in firm control, but he had not been able to put Darren away. Or at least hasn't laid into the finishing blow to put Darren away. At least potentially there. Kick to the midsection. Look at this. Northern Light suplex. And now we're going to try to go for a cover. 2 and a hold. Kick out at 2. And it's tough, dude. Wallace should know that. Then again, he shouldn't know toughness, but, you know, whatever. And, of course, you can't beat him. Use a chair to do it. You can't beat the man. Let's use a steel chair to do it. Of course he would resort to that. Of course he would resort to that. Wait a second, referee pulling the chair away from Austin Wallace. Great couple of shots from Darren. Off the rope goes Darren. Oh, it's a very excellent work from Darren. Austin Wallace should have focused on actually beating Darren in the middle of the ring. Then we wouldn't be in this mess right now. He got it. Look at this beat down. Here we go. Rolling the German suplex. Okada rolls into a German suplex. And Tarzan feeling it. And Tarzan's about to be up on his A game. Sling blade. And for everything that seems to do with a sling blade, but okay. Okay. We'll give credit where credit is due, and a great kick right to the side of the head. The outside goes Austin Wallace. And here we go. Look at Darren. Look at that springboard cross body. Excellent work. Taking out Austin on the floor, and Jason Wells standing there looking up. Uh-oh. Hey, wait a second. Now Darren is going to get his hands on. Jason Wells. He didn't like the way he was looking at him, or he knew that he was going to get involved at some point in this matchup. But either way to handle your business. Silver bullet knee strike to Jason Wells. Jason just got back to his feet, walked a couple of steps, and got his jaw taken clean off for it. Good. And now he got one lined up for Wallace, and it's about to be a good day in the neighborhood. They ain't gonna. It's about to be a good day in the neighborhood, but apparently not. Brainbuster. Brainbuster to Jay. Got it there. Oh, he kicked out. No. He kicked out. Let's freaking go, man. Yeah. Austin is a bit perplexed now, so he's probably going to go, yeah, do what I thought he was going to do. He's going to go grab that freaking steel chair again. Because of course he does. I'm going to lean it off into the corner. Oh, wait, he got the... Oh! I think Darren was going for... I think Darren may have been going for Waller, but actually caught the referee into that. And now, wait a second. Now, Jason Wells called it a distraction. I was in there protesting the fact that he hit the referee. Oh, he caught him, though. Look at that. GTS, bingo. GTS. And now Darren, silver, bullet, knee strike. Got it. Caught him flush. That's a wrap. It's over. Got the... Jason Wells with the freaking distraction. Jason Wells distracting the referee. Oh, good grief. And right on the top of the head of Jason. And Darren making sure that this man is no longer a factor in this one. You know what? Getting the heck up out of Dodge. I don't blame him. Oh, no, wait a second. He caught him Wallace way. Caught him with the Wallace way straight into the... Wait, he left it up. What are you doing? You have the chance to beat a world champion and you don't take it? What is wrong with this man? Who is it? You have a chance to beat a world champion. What is this man doing? Put him up on the apron now. Oh, knock him to the outside. What is the game plan here? Oh, no. He undid the turnbuckle. Knocked him to the floor. He's undoing the turnbuckle. Now gonna... Oh, no. Because of course, you couldn't just beat the man. You got to take it this extra mile, right? Because all this is absolutely necessary, right? All this is absolutely necessary to beat a man, right? Never mind the fact that the man actually, just competed in the Hell in a Cell match the previous episode. Never mind that. You still got to do all this to beat him. Oh, now we got the steel chair. Look at that. Oh, throwing him skull first right into it. Oh, right to the face and slamming his head down. And this is stupid. This is absolutely stupid. Oh. I got thrown chest first. So Shepard right into that ring post. That's both turnbuckles, I should say, is what it really is. The knee strike from Wallace. The brain buster. This is stupid. This is stupid. Cover him. And then look at this. And look at this. Feet on the ropes again. And he got the friggin' win. Can't stand this dude. Now you know he's gonna be bragging
your
about
winner,
that.
the A-list, Austin Wallace.
Now Austin Wallace wins this freaking matchup. What the world? Oh! Oh, snap! Oh! Jeez! Dang! Goodness gracious! I mean, well, this was the man that cost Austin Wallace the championship previously, and his name is Havoc? Doing this. We caught Havoc indeed, and what a night for all-out action. Until next time, me and Boss and I will holler at you guys later.